whether you are a novice or whether you're a novice, maybe you're just dabbling into graphic design. I think this class is for you because we're going to be touching so many basic principles. We're going to be dealing basically with the basic principles of graphic design, and of course, yeah. So the design app here will be revolving around navigating Canva, how to use Canva. That's the app we're going to be focusing on. But the bulk of today's talk, today's session, today's webinar, is going to focus around discussing the principles of graphic design. Because once you understand that structure, once you understand the principles governing graphic design, there's literally nothing, no design you can't do. Yeah, because everything is all about understanding the principles. Everything is all about understanding the principles. I hope you can hear me. I don't think I've seen anybody signifying the chat box. I believe you can. Right? Then any moment from now, I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen so we can start. So just give me a few seconds. Yeah, give me a few seconds. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now. Thank you for your patience, everybody. All right, I don't believe you can see my screen. Can we see this? I don't believe you can see this. This is actually the Canva workspace. Yeah, so I have a couple of slides prepared for this class. Yeah, just to make it more entertaining. I don't do. I don't. That's the reason why I'm even having to have these slides. And also after tonight, after the session this evening, slides are going to be available. So in case you want to go through it again, you can always have access to it. So I believe you can see this. So all right, I'll just go into it straight away. All right, so like I said, welcome to the class. Yes, it's actually a beginner's class. Let me put it that way, beginner's class, because like I said, we'll be going back to the foundations of graphic design. And like I said, if you are you're just starting out as a graphic designer or you're a brand owner and you don't really have the capital to bring up or to maybe employ the services of a graphic designer, this class is for you because I'll be teaching you, we'll be learning here the basics of graphic design, how you can go about it yourself. Because and the reason why I'm actually using Canva is because Canva is a very user-friendly design app. Yes, it's a very user-friendly. It's not complicated at all. Canva is actually very, very easy to use. Anybody can use Canva because I started out as a designer using Canva, and Canva is basically the only app. Yeah, basically the only app I use. One of the the most important apps I use for graphic design because there's literally nothing you can do with Canva once you understand the basics of design and also understand the workspace, uh, Canva's workspace, how to find the things you need, like the basic elements you need for your design. So for tonight we'll be speaking on this is called outline. This is the outline for tonight's session, tonight's webinar. So the first thing we're going to be talking about navigating Canva's workspace. Yes, navigating Canva's workspace. I'll be showing you where you can find the different tools you'll be needing for your designs, like the different features of Canva, the different features, where to find them, and how to navigate through the Canva workspace. Because Canva actually has a lot of things, like I usually say design elements embedded into it, and it's going to be very good. If you're able to navigate your way around it, then you'll be very efficient using Canva. Yes, so that's the first thing we're going to talk about. We're going to do. I'm not going going to run through. Like I said, this class might not take so much time. We have just about an hour to spend together regarding most of these things. I will make sure I touch on it and we have like understanding, a proper understanding of each of these highlighted things that got discussed tonight. So the second outline is going to be understanding the basic design principles. Like I said, there are actually some principles that govern graphic design. There's some things that your design has to have for it to be eye-catching. So that's the idea. If you don't want to create a graphic design that's just only that doesn't appeal to the eye, because the graphic design is that's the essence of having a graphic design, to catch the attention of people. And there are some principles, there's some design that govern graphic designing. Number one is typography. This is not like a proper list, but these are the most important. These are one important things to note. And if you can master these four things I've highlighted here, then you'll be good to go. The first one we're going to talk about is typography. Second, we're going to be talking about how to combine colors. Yes, how to combine colors in the graphic design. Also going to be talking about alignments. Yes, I will. The next, excuse me, we're going to be talking about how to use elements, how to incorporate elements into your design, because the elements actually bring your design to life. Like elements like stickers, emojis, stock photos, and I'll also tell you where to find them. Yeah, Canva also has resources, elements. Yeah, so I'm also going to show you where to get them on Canva, and also Shutterstock. Though my favorite is Canva photos and Pinterest, but I'm just highlighting these ones in case you want to also check them out. Yeah, then lastly, I'll be just briefly showing you complementary apps you can use as a graphic designer, because in order for you to create, for you to be more efficient, like yeah, in order for you to be more efficient, sometimes most software are limited. Like Canva, for example, Canva doesn't offer you all the tools that you might need. Most softwares are like that. Most design software are like that. Excuse me. Might not offer you all the tools you might need. So there's a need for you to get complementary apps that will help you achieve some particular things that particular graphic design software cannot. Like although Canva can, like this background remover, but then you have to have the Canva Pro, the Canva Pro in order to be able to access. But then if you're using free Canva, that's not the problem. I'm going to show you and also video editing apps. Now that this is out of the way, so I'm going to go back to my Canva workspace so I can um, so I can go back home. So yeah, here we sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So here we are. This is the Canva homepage. I'm actually using a system, but then you can also use your smartphone. Canva is it's also available for smartphone. I use my smartphone majorly, but then you can also use your system, your laptop, because there are some features. Laptop just makes it easy actually. Laptop makes it easy. You have a wider screen and you have access to more elements. So there's some things that might be hidden if you're using your phone. It is on your phone, yeah. It is on your phone's Canva, yeah, but it might be hidden. But when you use your laptop, it makes it more. It reduces those things that are hidden. You don't have to search and search and search. Yeah, so this is the Canva homepage. As you can see, there are different things you can create in Canva. You can create docs, documents. Like for example, you want to create a CV, you can do that with Canva. You can create whiteboards. You can create mobile videos. You can create Instagram posts, or yeah, Instagram posts, Facebook posts. You can create stories, you can create wallpapers, you can create logos, you can create business cards, Instagram reels, and so on, Instagram stories. Like there's a lot of things you can do, a lot of graphic designs that you can create for any specific purpose. Yes, you can actually do that on Canva, like I said. And also, one of the benefits of Canva is that Canva actually gives you templates. What are templates? Templates are like pre-made designs pre-made designs that you can just edit on. Templates are pre-made designs that you can edit on. So instead of designing from scratch, you can actually use these templates. Just get the templates, then change maybe whatever things you want to change. But let me show you. Instead of talking, let me just show you. So take, for example, we want to create an Instagram post here. You just click on this Instagram post. All right. And yes, if you are using Canva, you have to actually have a very stable network. You have to have a very stable network and a very good network. Where I am, the network is quite bad. So it would actually frustrate you if you are not using a very good network, because Canva can be very slow, can be very, very slow. So I feel like that is one of the downsides of using Canva. Um, if you're not in a place where the network is stable, you actually have challenges using Canva because it's very slow and to be lagging. So yes, it's still loading actually. There's some templates you can see over here. Once I went um, Instagram post, opened up this page, and you can see over here this top right corner here in this black box. In this black box, you can see templates. Yeah, it's actually supposed to pop it, bring it up like templates, but then network is quite bad. You can see templates, you can see styles. You can choose any type of template you want. Are you going to create for Halloween? Are you creating for Christmas, for Thanksgiving? Anything you want, maybe a business proposal, or maybe a business post, maybe wedding invites, create wall designs, anything you want to, any kind of design you want to, just type it in and to bring out the templates. I'm not. This is actually taking a while, so I don't want this to delay us. But most likely we'll come back to this once the network is back. So like I was saying, this is okay. It's opening up now, so you can see the several templates. You can see the several templates here over line that you want to do. If you want to start from scratch, over here you can see there's a blank page here. This is for this is exactly your main workspace. This is where you're going to be um, bringing in designs or bringing in elements to work in this white space over here. This is where you're going to be working in. But peradventure you don't have that time, or maybe you are still learning and you just want to find a way to get designs quickly. You can use any of these templates. You can see there are different templates for different things. You can just choose anyone that fits the kind of design that you have in mind, the picture that you have in mind. And if you can't find anything to search for, just type in any keyword of maybe design that you want. Yes, and to bring out several templates. Canva actually has vast amounts of resources of templates. It's like this is the most inexhaustible. Yeah, so for beginners, navigate through your templates, try to edit. Let me just click one. You click on one. I'm actually using a pro Canva. So if you are using a free Canva, some templates might not be available for you to use. Yes, because if you notice, if I click this, there was so there's some templates you write pro underneath. That's to tell you that okay, if you're using a pro Canva, you'll be able to access that template. But then there are still very nice templates that are available for those who are those who use free Canva. Because when I first started, people won't believe that. So there are some elements that are not available. You're actually very limited if you're using a free Canva. There's so many things you cannot do on your design. There's so many things you cannot include from the resources of Canva into your designs because most of them are for the pro. Yes. But like I said, you can always learn using the free Canva. Yeah, learn using the free template. Try to replicate the templates that you see. Maybe you can create a new page and try to replicate the templates that you see. Like I said, this class is just going to be like a brief overview. We might not be designing per se, maybe in future classes, but take you around the workplace of Canva. So this is like a template. You can always click to change the text. Maybe you have different kind of information you want to put into the design. So you can just edit it to suit the idea that you have in your mind. Yes, like I said, these are the templates area. And under design, we will come towards the extreme left. Yes, you see there's some things here: design, elements, text, brand, uploads, draw, apps, projects, photos, background, etc. So this is actually the main. These are the main. These are the main. These are your go-to areas. Go-to areas. Either you want to get templates, you come to design. Click on design. It will give you a vast number of templates, and also now I'm going to elements. Yeah, this is where you get several design elements that you class for. When I'm explaining the basic principles of design, you understand how elements come into play. Yeah, so these are because elements actually make up your design. Like if you see in this design that is in our screen, you see there are different elements. You can see there's a picture inside. You can see there are shapes. There are shapes. There are green shape in here. And also see there's a phone icon. There is a website icon. So all these elements exactly what make up the design. And you can find all this in this element section. All you have to do is search for it. So you can see there are shapes. You can see graphics. You can see lines, different type of elements that you need for your design. Because your design, like I said, the composite is it's a collection of elements what make up a design, collection of ways to actually get to find elements. Canva actually has a vast library of elements. All you have to do is search any element you're looking for. Like now, let me search phone icon. You can just search for icon, phone icon. Here it is. Click on it. Okay, it's popping up now. So to give you several icons to choose from, you can just click on see all. So to give you several icons to pick from, anyone that suits the idea that you have in your mind. So elements is like it is this elements section in Canva, like the designer's best friend. So this is where you get all the things that you need for your design, be it shapes, be it icons, be it stickers, yeah, like all this websites, globe, and this phone picture, this phone elements that they're actually called icons. This picture over here, there are actually certain keywords that you use to find elements in this element section. Like now, this picture over here is called a frame, where you can see this old woman and this young lady. It's called a frame. Yeah. So what if you want to get something like this, you just come into elements and search. I actually have it here already. Just search for frames. Like I said, you can also these are the categories here over here. You can see shapes, graphics, stickers, videos, photos, charts, tables, grids, frames, any kind of elements, anything you're actually looking for, you can actually find here. But I won't say anything, but most of the things here that you actually need for your design. I feel like every you can actually outsource the elements that yeah, they're actually a lot. They're a lot, and I'm very sure that if you use the appropriate keywords, you'd actually find the kind of element that you're using. But also, there's also a limitation if you are not using uh, the pro Canva, you are not able to access. And I'm really frustrating. I told you that's why actually I just had to upgrade to the pro because with the pro, like there's you can design without limits. There's no limitation. You can carry out any idea that you have in mind. So moving on, this is where you get now going on to the text. So this is where you get your text. Yeah, this is where you get text. You can just click on any of these sizes. When we get into the class proper, you understand the meaning of all these sizes, the heading, the subheading, and the body. Yes, because this is what actually makes up um, um, all these different sizes or different weights of text. what make this can actually be included in your design to express, let me say, the importance of each of those, or to highlight certain points. Yes. Like I was saying, this is where you get your, in case you want to insert text into, let me just add a new page. In case you want to insert text into your Canva, this is where you come into your workspace. This is where you come to, so I click on add heading. It automatically adds this same size, depending on what the size you want. You just click on this yellow, this white circle by the edges, and just draw it in. Yeah, draw it in or draw it out to give you kind of a size that you're actually looking for. So you can also manipulate text however you see fit. Yeah, you know when I added those that popped up, so you can either change the color, you can make it bold, you can make it in italics. You can also this is the alignment. We talk about alignment when I want to where you adjust the alignment of the text. And this is where you add effects, especially for those who want to create maybe short videos. This is where you add effects for your text. Sorry, for the animate, for the animate is where you, for those who want to make the text maybe in a video format. This is where you're able to do that. For the effects is where you change the look of your text. When you click on effects, you can see it brings out several text formats that the text can look like. Like now I click on outline and you can see how text changed, increase what you're aiming to achieve with your design, any kind of design that you want to create. Yeah, that about text. You can just same thing with your phone actually. If you're using your phone and you're checking through your phone, you will also see this this toolbar there actually, but it's going to be below. No, it's not going to be up like here. It's on top of the topmost part of the screen, but your phone is going to be below. Yes, that's the way to be able to manipulate it. When you see like a plus sign at the at the bottom left, so when you click that plus sign, that's when you'll be able to see all these things that are showing up. Yes, you can also change the font. Yes, you can also change the fonts of the design, sorry, of the text. You just come over here where you can see crazy Canva sounds. Canva sounds actually this is actually the font bring it to the workspace because you know it's Canva now, definitely. So it's Canva sounds like the basic font. So you just click on this drop down arrow to give you several different kind of fonts that you can use for your design, depending on what we're also going to talk about fonting as we go on in the class. We're going to talk about fonting, how the font can affect your design, can make your design look better or make it look not attractive. Yes, because your fonting, the kind of font you use, it depicts the fonting actually depicts a message. Your fonting actually depicts a message. Your fonting tells us whether okay, is this a formal design? Is this a playful design? Is this design for a business purpose? Is this design sorry about that, my network went off for a bit. All right, so like I was saying, so this is where you insert your text. And once you insert the text, you can always manipulate it using any of these features. Yes, any of these features. Then for the brand is actually only open to this brand feature here is basically for brand owners. Yeah, for brand owners, those those who actually have a brand and maybe they have a team because on Canva it's possible for you to you have a brand and you want to set up a team maybe a team of graphic designers, you can add them to your Canva and they'll be able to access the Canva. So that is where this brand comes into play because in this brand you can set up your brand elements like I said your branding and it's only basically open to those who use Canva Pro. Yes. Now going to the next one to upload. I clicked on upload. Upload is actually where you insert, perhaps there are some elements or there are some features that you want to add to your design that can't be found on Canva itself. Like now, you want to insert logos or you want to insert pictures or elements into your design that cannot be found in Canva workspace. This is where you come to upload them. It's also available on your excuse me. It's also available on the phone on phones actually. So yeah. So this is where you come to upload file space and just search for the file you want. But then as you add elements, as you add things from your phone into Canva, it automatically saves in the upload. Okay, that's why you can see there's some elements there already. These are the elements I use while working um, on the slideshow I showed earlier. You were still going to go there on the slideshow I showed earlier. So these are the some of the elements I use because most of these things were not I couldn't find them on Canva, so I had to outsource. Yes, we're going to talk about using complementary apps as well when as we go further into the class. So this is where you see your uploads because sometimes you might want to re-upload something you put in before. So this you can always come here because it saves everything you upload automatically saves on Canva. Yes, just that it saves based on how you use them. So that means if you input something, it is arranged in hierarchy of recency in that sense. So that means if you uploaded something like a year ago, that means you have to scroll down before you find it. Yeah, or you can just search for it actually. Yeah, so that's that. I don't use Draw actually because Draw is I'm not so familiar with using Draw. So Draw this is where you use you can draw with your free hand into a design. So there are different um, type of pens. There's a pen, there's the marker, there's the highlighter, and there's the eraser and stuff like that. But I don't use this. I just stick with the text and manipulate. I just stick with the text and manipulate it using the text effects. Yes. So now also Canva actually has um, one thing about Canva is that they always upgrade their system, and with that they also include several new possibilities, several new features into Canva. So you can now there's the possibility for you to add photos, audio, logos, create QR codes, mockups, can even create voice if you're doing video content and create an AI voicing, a lot of things. This is where you find them. Come to apps. Yes, come to apps. You can just when on your free time, you can just go through this. So many people are not so familiar with this because this is actually something I think they just introduced this year, most likely. Yeah. So this is where you find several apps like let me say if you are a UX designer, if I use the term plugin, I think you understand better. Yeah, because these are let me say secondary apps that helps you to achieve maybe a particular idea that you have that Canva cannot. Like now, originally Canva cannot do AI voicing or mockups and stuff like that. But then with these apps, you are able to that these apps have been linked to Canva. So you're going to click on the app, you'll be able to work on that and like now for these mockups now, you can work on this mockup. You can click on the app, work on the mockup, and transfer it to Canva. So that's one of the new features Canva has. So we have projects. This is project space. This is it's going to show you the different things that you've worked on before for easy access. And you have photos. This is where you get stock images for your designs. We're going to talk about stock imaging in the design as we go on in the class. I don't want to take too much time. This is where you get backgrounds as well. Background for your design. You click on backgrounds, it opens up several backgrounds that you can use for your design. Maybe for if you're creating maybe quotes or you're creating a food what happens now? A food oriented design, maybe a design that speaks about food or something. You can choose a background that has maybe like a food item in it. Like you can choose any background that you're looking for, plain background, gradient background that has images inside. So you can just edit it and maybe put text, you understand that kind of thing. This is where you can find backgrounds. Though you're not limited to this actually. There are some apps that also give you specific background. Maybe you're looking for specific kind of background that you need for your design. There's some apps that can actually give you that. We'll discuss that further in the class. Yes, so that's that about this space. Then start. This is where the most important designs will be stored. I've not actually started any of my designs, but if you start any of the design, maybe you want to be able um, um, to get the design easily without scrolling through. Because like I said, Canva saves your design in order of recency. That means if you have a design that you designed maybe a year ago and you want to access it, you have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling unless you save it in. But if you start it, this is where you start designs will show. Yes. So now I want to go back to okay now. Yeah, so we're back to the home space, to the home page. Like I said, there are so many designs that you can create with Canva. You can create logos, and they already have pre-made templates for you to use. So you don't actually have to stress. But with time, as you navigate the workspace and as you begin to create more and more designs, you get used to it to the point that you won't even need templates anymore. You can create your own designs from scratch with the different elements and the tools. Just like I showed you, the text, the elements, the photos, the background, you can always add them to your designs. So yeah, those are the major things to know about the Canva home space. So now I want to go into the second class. Yeah, the main outline for this class. All right. So like I said, I've taken you through the course outline. Why am I saying course? I've taken you through the outline. But I think I want to please, if you have questions, yeah, if you have questions regarding just finished talking about, if you have questions, please just note them down. Just note them down. Yeah, so maybe after the class we address them. Maybe there's something you don't quite understand, or maybe there's something you want to ask regarding navigating that workspace. You can ask. Yes, I just write save them after the class. Oh, I hope can you guys see I don't, can you guys see my screen? I think I'm in the outline now. Okay, yes, I think you can. I think you can. I think you can. Yeah. All right. So now we're talking about the first thing, the first outline, basic principles of design, the most important elements of your design, the typography and the fonting. And then when you say typography, what comes to mind is okay, fonts, letters, the structure, how you arrange your letters in your design, how you arrange your fonts in your design to make it look orderly. If that is what came to your mind, you're actually correct. So now, like I say, what is typography? Typography is actually different from fonting. Typography is the let me say the mother word. Yes, the mother word. Fonting is subsumed under typography. Typography is actually a visual arrangement of letter forms to create legible, take note of these words, to create legible, to create appealing and informative text. It also involves selection and use of typefaces, font size, length, leading, tracking to create readable text. So your text is arranged in your design, the entire design, how the fonts and text that you use in your design are arranged. Because in a design, text are actually arranged in order of hierarchy. You have the heading, you have the subheading, and you have the body. You have the body text. Like in this slide that you're seeing now, this heading, typography and fonting, that is the heading. This is what is up here, typography and fonting. That is the heading. Then you can see what is typography stroke fonting. That is the subheading. Then this body text, that is what this the entire text, the remaining text is in the lighter fonts. That is the body text. So the arrangement of all these things in your design, what we call typography, the arrangement of all the fonting and the typefaces in a way that it is legible and it is readable and it's appealing to the eyes. Because I've seen so many designs, they just put things everywhere, anywhere, anyhow. But that is not how it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a structure, there's supposed to be an alignment in all your text. As you can see, look at it, you can see the mark, this spaces, these white spaces toward the edge. It's called margins at the edge, at the base, and at the right as well, even at the top, these are called margins. You can see that there's a uniform margin, a uniform space between the left at the left hand side, the left hand side of the screen at the right. You can see there's uniform spacing between each line of text, body text that you can see. So all this in essence is what we call typography, the neatness of your text, the neatness of your elements in your design, because your typography is going to say a lot about your design. Your design can look so good, so great. Your colors can be paying your call to action. Maybe you're creating a call to action design can be awesome, but built in anyhow, it will just rubbish the look of your design. Like nobody wants to read it. It will not be appealing to the eyes because that's the essence of a graphic design for it to be appealing to the eye. So, like I said, fonting on the other hand, I said fonting is different from typography. Fonting on the other hand is the process of choosing and using different fonts in a design. Like in the Canva workspace, when I opened up the Canva workspace, I showed you the different kind of fonts that you could use for Canva. Yeah, and I'm also going to be explaining, I'm going to be showing you in this design, you can see there are basically two type of fonting. Because this typography and fonting, the head for the header and for the subheading, I think you understand that I'll be using these technical terms now. For the header and the subheading, you can see the fonts are the same. And um, for the body text, you can see the font is different from this header and the subheading. The idea is that for every design you're creating, at most you have to use, maybe say at most three to let me say, yeah, I'm going to say three. I don't want to say four. Use at most if you are going to use in excess, at most three to four. But I don't want to limit it to three to four different kind of. Let me just say three different kind of. If you don't exceed three different kind of fonts in your design, yes, because if you use so many types of fonts, it will just make your design look, it won't look neat. It will just look. I know you want to be creative here, but then simplicity is how I put it now. He said someone says there's a friend of mine that says less is more. You don't have to put it all out there. It can be simple and yet your design will look so good. You understand? So when you're using fonting, when you're using the fonts, when it comes to fonts, it's advisable that you use two to three kind of fonts. Yeah, different kind of fonts for your design. Not you should exceed three. Because exceed three to make your design look too busy in that sense because you're using so many fonts. You understand? Yeah, so I'm going to be going to the next page. And then, like I said, I was going to show you different kind of font combinations that I can use for for your designs in Canva. These are the popular fonts combinations that are used in Canva. Like I said earlier, your fonts will actually depict the kind of design that it depicts the message of the design. It depicts the message of the design. Whether you're going for something techy, whether you're going for something fun, you're going for something modern, the text will actually depict it. The text you use for your design will depict the the, the, the idea of the design, it depicts the yeah, let me just put that, let me just use that word, the idea behind the design. Like I said, now we have the Barbara and the Arimo. Like I said here, the pairing of Barbara and Arimo is quite sleek and simple, so they work particularly well for designs with a clean, modern feel, such as a tech or business-related design, magazine layouts, packaging, and branding. Obviously, definitely, I'm not going to don't limit. I don't want you to limit yourself. So this is not the only text you can use for this kind of if you're creating a kind of magazine layout or package. This is not the prescribed text to use. Right? There's a wide variety. I'm just giving you a highlight of some of the most important texts. I'm going to be rushing through now because of time. We also have the Kindred Modern and Collective. This is used same. You can also use this as well for designing magazine covers, book covers, or even album covers. And can also use it for branding as well. Yeah. Then we have the Calistoga and the Godata. Calistoga is a modern geometric sound serif font, while Godota is playful, hand-drawn display font. So the combination of these two might be good, it would be a good choice for designs that need a playful yet modern, yet yes, playful yet modern. Because if you are going for a a modern design, maybe you're going for a business oriented design, maybe you're creating a social media post, or maybe for a company, or maybe you're creating a flyer for a company, you're definitely not going to use fonts that are maybe playful in that sense. Yeah, maybe playful or the kind of font that you use for maybe a party. You carry that kind of font, yeah, the kind of font you're going to use for a party invite flyer. You don't expect to use that kind of font to create, while creating maybe a business flyer. They are definitely going to be different because the fonts, different fonts portray different messages. Whether it's going to be a formal feel, maybe playful feel, or yeah, that kind of idea. So that's the reason why I'm giving you this. If you can just check them out, these fonts, in case you want for your designs, and can also there are also other examples here, font combinations that you can use. We have the Mota, Ketura, and open source. We have the Chloe and the open sunlight. We have the Gazer and Ovo. Yeah, so these are some of the popular fonts that I use, fonting combinations that I use in Canva. So like I said, your fonting says a lot about your design, and you have to be careful when using fonts. Have to be careful when using fonts, because your font can change the entire idea your design is trying to pass across. Now let me all right now. So I have some basic tips that you can for designers when choosing fonting for typography. Like I said, number one, establish a clear hierarchy. I said use different font sizes and weights to create a clear that is important. Like I said, let me just go back to the first slide. Um, yes, you can see the hierarchy here. Like I said, there's the heading, there is subheading, and there's the body text. If I just made everything the same size or the same, yeah, if I made this body text the same size of this heading, you don't understand, like it'd be so distracting. You don't know which one is the heading, you don't know what's like the whole design will just look so choked up because everything is looking the same. There's no hierarchy. Or because hierarchy helps the viewer to understand what is most important. Yeah, so that is why it's very important that your text, your typography is arranged in hierarchy. You have the header, like I said, you have the subheading, and you have the body text. That applies to all manner of designs actually. It doesn't have to be just presentation designs. This is like generally design when you're designing, you actually have to follow that order. There's the header combination of fonts like you can like I said, this should be made available for you if you want if there's a request for it. So like I said, use contrasting fonts. If you're using the same fonts throughout your design, to make the design plain. So that's like I encourage you to have the idea behind me showing the idea behind the idea behind me showing you different kind of font combinations that you could use. Yeah. So like I said over here, I said keep it simple. Yeah, so design doesn't have to, I know you want to be creative. Like I said earlier, you want to be creative, you don't want people to look at the design and be wow. But then simplicity is key. You can create something so simple and yet so appealing. I said don't use, like I said earlier, don't use too many fonts or too many variations. Stick to a few complementary fonts to create a cohesive look. That is one. And I also said be mindful. I hope you can still, I hope you guys can still hear me. And I hope you can still see my screen. I just want to check, can we still see my screen? Oh, awesome, awesome.
You can hear me, but the screen is off. Cannot.
Sorry, I didn't get that, sir. Can you see my screen?
The screen is off. The screen is off. Not at the minute.
Oh, okay. I guess I was logged off. Let me try to log in back. Just give me a few moments. Really sorry. I'm just trying to log in now. Just log in with my system so I can continue portraying my screen. You just hold on for a few minutes, a few seconds rather. But yeah, the reason why I want us to see my slide is so we can follow through. We can follow through because there are some examples actually I highlighted. There's some examples of the things that I'll be talking about highlighted. So I want us to um to see them as I am talking. That's the essence of me sharing my screen. I don't want it to just be me talking in abstract. I want you to see them as well. So it's logging on now. Let's wait a brief moment. Like I was saying about fonting while we wait. Like I was saying about fonting, you don't have to use so many fonts in your design. Like I said, limit it to just 2 or 3.
Recording in progress.
Sorry about that. I think I'm back. I think I'm back, so I would share my screen now. All right, I think we're back. So now I think when when the last tip. Yes, I've got it. All right. So I said, um, yeah, I said be mindful of legibility, legible and easy to read. Yeah, because you're trying to pass a message to your. I'm sorry, there's an echo over here, so I'm just trying to solve that now. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think this is better. Oh, sorry. All right. So as I was saying, think about your audience. That means you should consider who your audience is and what they might expect from your design. Wow, there's still an echo over here. Can we hear me clearly? I hope you can hear me clearly. Okay, like I was saying, consider who your audience is and what they might expect from your design. And to choose fonts that appeal to them. Like I said, if you're going for a business-oriented design, or if you're going for a design like a party invites, or if you're going for social media posts, maybe for a brand, for a tech brand, or for a food brand, you have to use text that actually certain you can just browse. You can browse online. That's one of the things you have to know now. Like for you to be able to be at the top of it, just for you to be at the top of the game, you have to be able to do research about text, about fonts. And you can't just use anyhow fonts. That's what separates the pro from the amateur. You can't just use fonting anyhow. You can't just put in any fonts. There are some specific fonts. There are family of fonts. Put it that way. Family of fonts that you can use for different to pass across different information for different kind of graphic designs that you want to create. You understand? So just don't limit yourself. Like do research, browse about fonts, and choose choose don't limit yourself. Have a variety of fonts that you use. Yes, but then let those fonts adhere to the message you're trying to pass across in the design you're creating. So yeah, this is an example of a good typography and a bad typography. You can see this one over here with the tick, with the green tick. Like I said, there's the heading, the subheading. Don't mind me, I used dummy fonts. I use dummy text. Yeah, just to I didn't have time to, to think of something to write up. So I just use the dummy text just to explain. This is just an example, just to explain. So this is an example of a good typography. You can see how everything is aligned. You can see how everything is neat. I think I used three. Yeah, I use three different. Thing is a separate text. A separate fonting, a unique fonting. The subheading is a unique fonting, and the body is a unique fonting. And you should also take note that when you're creating your designs, anyway, you're going to be having subheadings. You should ensure that all your subheadings have the same font. You don't want to create different fonting for your subheadings. The title is not going to be subheading, obviously. I think I've explained what subheadings are. Like there are different hierarchies, like I said, different hierarchy of text, different hierarchy of fonting, uh, different hierarchy of typography when you're designing. So the header, we have the header, subheading, and the body. Like I was saying, so let's anyways have uniform text. The subheadings have uniform text, and the body have uniform text as well. This is an example of a very good typography. On the right hand side, an example of bad typography. You can see here we have how many fonts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 different kind of fonts in just one design. So like I said, you can see for yourself which one is neat, which one is more appealing, which one is more readable. This is obviously the one that towards the left. This is the one that's more readable. This one has so many fonts. Although the fonts are legible, they are readable, but then the fonting is too much. There are so many. It's just too much. So moderation is actually expected when you're using creating designs. Be moderate with the things that you use. The elements that you use. All right. So on to the next one. So we're now in combining colors. Yeah, colors. Let me say like I said, like typography, colors are also very, very important. Your color combinations for your designs are actually very important because colors help to convey feeling. Colors bring your design to life. You can have very good typography, and you can have very good, a very good, like I said, typography. But then, if your colors are not, they don't, if you don't combine your colors well, it could turn your very good typography into very bad design because your colors would is what is like, let me say, the life of your design. In that sense, the way you combine your colors is the life. It means it's what brings your design to life, what brings your text, your typography to life, what brings your elements in your design, what brings them to life. So now let's go on. So like the coloring and design. The colors are an important aspect of graphic design that can affect the way design is perceived and interpreted. I said different colors can evoke different emotions and can be used to create specific impressions. I said colors can be used to grab attention, to create a sense of unity, or to even represent a particular brand. Yes, we can. And I think this aspect, using colors to represent a particular brand, is not foreign to us because we know there are different, wide variety of brands out there, and each of them have their unique colors. Like now, take for example, you are a brand owner and you want to, and you have maybe a particular brand that you're building. It's very important for you to have your own set of brand colors. It can be two things that really matter when creating graphic designs. You have to have consistent coloring throughout your design. As you can see in this presentation, I've been showing you guys. You can see the consistency of color. There's the background of white, then the header brown, and the body text black. That has been consistent throughout the design. So consistency is actually very important. The combination of colors is also very important. So let's move on. So yeah, one of the things that will help you in choosing color combinations is your color wheel, understand the color wheel. And color wheel is a visual representation of the relationship. So I believe you have to do your own private research regarding. I'm just showing you I'm just highlighting the major things you have to consider as a graphic designer. Major if depending on your passion, I believe people who are listening to this are actually passionate people. Yeah. So you have to have do your own research regarding colors, the color wheel, understand the color wheel, what colors work together. So I'll just continue. The color wheel is a visual representation of the relationship between colors. So it's made up of three primary colors, that's red, blue, and yellow. And the three secondary colors, that's green, orange, and purple. And the six tertiary colors, we have the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and red, purple. And I've said the last line, understanding the color wheel is important for choosing colors that work well together. They just because you're creating this design doesn't mean you have to use so many colors. Not all colors work together. Not all colors complement each other. There's some colors that do not go together. You cannot use, like when you're creating the design, you cannot use a dull background color and still use a dull text color. Nobody's going to be attracted to that kind of design. People want to see, like for your text, the text have to pop out. Sometimes if you're using a dark bright, take for example, maybe you're using like this for this presentation, you can see the background of this design is off-white and the text is black. Imagine I used let me say pink for the text color, or I used white. Not background is white, it's off-white, and I use white for the text. You won't be able to read anything. You have very good typography, yes, you have very good fonting, but if your color is bad, the design is actually bad. So you have to get it right in every department: typography, fonting, and coloring to actually have a very good design. So this is just, yeah, like I said, colors in graphic design can influence the overall look and feel of the design. For example, warm colors like red, orange can create a sense of energy and excitement, while cool colors like blue, green, and purple can create a sense of calm. I said the use of colors can also influence how easy it is to read. Or you can't use a dull background, and also use a dull color for your text. You have to use contrasting colors. Say, for example, yeah, just like what I said. So let me move on. Say, for example, that all right. So like I said, for typography as well, it also applies to coloring. Keep it simple. You don't use too many colors in your design. At most, let me say three. Like I said, 3 to 4, depending on the kind of. There's some designs that actually use a lot of colors, but if you're going to use a lot of colors, you're using goes well together. Not because you're using so many colors doesn't mean the colors to make your design more attractive. So many colors can also make your design look. Nobody want to stay at it for long. The audience, if you use color, it's simple. 2, 3 colors. We are good to go, just like this design. I just use three basic colors: one for the background, one for the that, and one for the body text: off-white, brown, and black. Those are the colors I used for this slides. Yeah, so this is now an example of good coloring and bad coloring. This is actually the flyer of this program. Yeah. So like I said, coloring can different.
Yes, so the screen is off. The screen is off.
Oh,
The screen is off.
okay. Give me a few minutes. Let me resolve that. I think it keeps logging me off. I guess it's the network. Let me resolve that. So sorry about that. Okay. Can you see my screen now? I think you can see it.
Yes, it's about.
Oh, oh, okay, thank you so much. Now you can see the essence of using good coloring. You can see this first design here. You can see, okay, there's a moderation in the colors. I think there are just three basic colors. The same as I used with the slides, off white, yeah, brown. I said this design actually captures most of the things we're talking about: the header, the body text, the header, the subheading, and body text. So we have three different kind of fonting styles in this design. Yeah. So like I said, the color, you can see the colors, very moderate colors, and you can see the colors are popping out. The text are readable. The background is not overwhelming. It's not overwhelming. The design, everything is neat and precise. When it comes to the same design, but one is more attractive than the other. Why? Because of the coloring. This one uses too many colors. There are so many colors in this design. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6 colors in this design, and even the color combination is bad. Like I said earlier, the background is dull. The person also used a dull for the header, this design pro header. The person also used a dull color, so it's not popping out. It's not attractive. It's not attractive to the eye. It's not appealing to the eye. So your coloring can actually determine whether your design will be attractive or not. Take a look at this flyer. Both of them have the same fonting, the same alignment, the same typography, but then the colors is what determined how appealing to the eye this would be. Yeah, so your coloring is actually very important. So like I said, still make your research about colors, color combination, what kind of colors go together, what kind of colors can I use for certain kind of designs. For if I'm making a business proposal, if I'm making social media posts for your brand, what kind of colors can I use? I'm creating maybe a design for a party or for a fun event or for a corporate event. What kind of color combination can I use? What kind of color combination goes well for those kind of designs? So make your research when it comes to coloring. So you'll be able to be able to have good coloring for your designs. So now we're going to alignment as one of the basic principles for graphic design. Although I've already covered it, I covered most part of it in when I was talking about typography, because alignment is also subsumed under typography. Like I said earlier, so alignment is an important part of graphic design that refers to the placement of elements on the page. So like I said, in the design, there are actually several elements. There's the text. I don't think I've talked about it yet. Okay, there's the text. You can add text. Text is an element. You can add pictures. Pictures are elements. You can add stickers. You can add icons. Those are elements, design elements. Everything when it comes together, make up the graphic design. Yes, so like I said, alignment is the placement of elements on the page. They said there are three main types of alignment. They have the left alignment, the right alignment, and the center alignment. So the left aligned text is aligned to the left of the margin. The right aligned text is aligned to the right of the margin, and the center aligned text is aligned to the middle of the page. So the alignment you choose will depend on the design and the message you're trying to convey. Just like I explained earlier, the way like I said, there's the hierarchy, the heading, the subheading, and the body text. So depending, your alignment will actually determine the information you're trying to pass across. Like now, most of the time, headers are usually put in the center of the design, just like you see here, this alignment, this is the header. It's put at the center. And it's advisable that anytime you have body text, like this kind of lengthy text, or maybe any form of text in your design, it is best you start from the left margin. They are left aligned. The texts are left aligned. That is statistics shows that texts that are left aligned, like when you align your text towards the left, it is more readable. Like people will want to read it more than texts that are aligned towards the right. So ensure that your alignment, where you align your text are leaning more, like your body text are leaning more towards the right. Although you can also make it align more to the center if you want it to, depending on the message you're trying to pass across. Because if you look at, let's go back. If we look at the design, not everything is actually aligned towards the center. Yes, and it's still looking good because they are not, because most of the things here are actually headers and subheadings. That is why actually. Yeah, so most of the time, headers of headings are usually more aligned towards the center. When you're talking about body text should be aligned towards the left margin. So now let's look at these two designs. Like I was saying, this is an example one, this is an example two. Looking at the example one, you can see the text is aligned towards the right. Sorry, what am I saying? Left, the text around, sorry about that. Yes, we have a picture here, a stock image here, and we have the logo, we have the call to action and button. And we have some icons over here. You can see the text aligned towards. We have the text aligned towards the right. But the reason why the text is aligned towards the right is because we have a heading that is aligned towards the left. So imagine the heading has taken up the bulk of the space in the right hand side. That's why the text are aligned towards the right. And you should make sure that once the text follow the same order of alignment, like it must be. Let me say it must be straight. Like I don't want to use straight. Alignment is the word actually. It must all be aligned. They want maybe okay, this is puff here. Let me see if I can have the screen here. This is puff. Yeah, they don't want to be coming in towards the left and changing being towards the other side. Everything has to follow a particular order so that you need to grasp the information. Yeah, that's the idea of alignment. Everything has to be aligned properly. Everything in your design has to be aligned properly to not to pass. Because if everything is just and if the texts are just anywhere, it would not make it readable. It will not make it appealing. So the alignment of your pictures, the alignment of your text, the alignment of your header matters a lot in your designs. So now let me move on. Now let's talk about the use of elements. Right? Getting towards the end, elements are the different things you add to your design, like the fonts, like this. Like now, this text, yeah, elements. So this everything we have. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 5 different like I was saying, in graphic design, elements are individual components that make up a design. Like I said, so this would include things like stock photos, stickers, pictures, graphic, graphics, shapes, fonts, and other elements. So each element can contribute to the overall look and feel of the design. So it is important to choose your elements carefully. This is actually very important. Your elements would actually be your elements should be chosen in such a way that it depicts the information just because you are creating a design doesn't mean you have to be depicting the information you're trying to pass across. Imagine that it's on your job, so you bring your design, make your design more appealing. Let's take a look at these two designs over here. Imagine this design without like okay, this first one here is a dinner design, yeah, design, cocktail cups. This will look so plain. Like at first look, when you look at it with the cocktail cups, you already have an idea that okay, this is going to be something about maybe a design maybe a dinner or a get together, like from this most of the images that you have sourced from your this image you're getting outside your camera. I actually got this image from Pinterest. So these are actually called stock images that you bring into your workspace, yeah, for your design to include in your design. That's called stock images. This kind of images, yeah. Imagine this design without these images, it will look so plain, like it will be attractive, yeah, but then it will look too plain. It will even pass the idea across. But then when you see these cups, you'll be like, okay, they're going to be serving cocktails or this like this dinner or stuff like that. Kind of it just creates more excitement. It adds more excitement to the flyer. Yeah. Look at this second example over here. You can see the theme of this the theme of this design is maximizing brand value with visual identity design. You can see that the stock image used here is a lady using a VR glass, a VR I think it's what called glasses. I don't know. She's using a VR Google, yeah, Google. Let me just Google, yeah, VR Google. Yeah, you can see. So it's actually portraying the message in a way, what the theme of the design trying to pass across, visual identity design. So it's talking image stuff is portraying something about visualizing something. You have your stock image has to actually align with it. It just puts in stock image anyhow. But you cannot put images anyhow in your design. It actually has to align with what you're talking about with the theme of the design. You understand? Because stock images would actually help the design come to life. Like I said, imagine this design, this maximizing this design without the stock image. It will look too plain, like it will just look too plain. To still be attractive, it still be neat because the alignment is correct and everything, but it still look to the design um, look more attractive. They help you pass the information better as well. Yeah, that's why you have to use a stock image that complements the idea you're trying to pass across. So if you're trying to maybe you're using you're creating a class to just look formal in that sense. The person you're putting into formal, maybe wearing a suit or something. If you're doing maybe for a party, that person has to be maybe um, dressed in maybe in a party kind of dressing, maybe has an excited look on his face. You understand? Just to pass across that okay, that type of fun, that type of excitement. So many things. Yes. So now where can you find elements like stock photos, pictures, background, stickers? Canva, like I said, Canva has a vast library of all these elements. So you can check them out on Canva photos or elements. You can also my personal favorite is Pinterest. So that's where I get most of my stock images. I just search for them using the keywords. Okay, for example, I'm making I don't know, I'm just saying party. If I'm making like a design for maybe a party, then I know that okay, I'm looking if I'm using a stock image, it has to be maybe a guy or a lady that is happy or excited or smiling, or maybe I'm making a back to school flyer maybe for those who are going back to school. The school is resuming and maybe like a flyer or something. You know that okay, it's the person he's talking about. I'm looking for maybe someone carrying a school bag, or someone carrying a laptop, or someone excited like maybe holding a book or a pencil or something, just to portray that idea of school. You understand? The social media has to portray the idea behind like the information they're trying to pass across. Yes, so you can just search for any of these things on Pinterest. You can also search for Shutterstock. Although Shutterstock is both, there are some that are free and there are some that are paid. So there are some images that you're not able to access. You have to subscribe or pay for it. So I don't use Shutterstock. I basically use Pinterest because I find most of the things I need on Pinterest. Then Pixabay as well. So those are some places you can find some elements to add to especially stock photos, pictures, backgrounds. You can find them in any of these four. There are a lot more, but these are my four weapons I'm showing you guys today. Yeah. All right, so I said how to use elements, stock photos, pictures. I think I've spoken about this before. I'll just go through it again. I said choose high quality photos that match the tone of the design. Yes, you have to use high quality photos. You can't be using dull pictures at all. You have to use HD clear pictures because you can't have a very good design, a very good typography, a very good design, and now add a stock image that is looking blur. It will just water down the look of the design. So you have to use very clear pictures when choosing stock photos. I said use graphic and illustration that add interest and communicate the information. I've spoken about this before. I said use shapes to create structure and guide the eye through the design. Yes, using of shapes is actually very, very important. If you see this design over here, let me see that down here. You can see I use different shapes here. No, I use basically just one to emphasize the dates. This red rectangle like shape to make a border around the red carpet venue, and it will not pop out. Yeah, to just make it look extraordinary. People might not really know that okay, Tuesday 27th is the date or something, or maybe Redemption House is the event. They might not know because it will be blending with the text that is used, Redemption House and the time as well. Everything looks so plain and ordinary. But because I have included this red background, this red rectangular background behind the date, the venue, and red carpet, it makes it look unique and stand out. So that's what shapes, adding of shapes does, even in the second design as well. You look you look at it, even like this swipe makes it more defined. It makes it pop out. It makes shapes makes it look more defined. Even this circle I used behind the stock image makes the stock image pop out more. Makes the design look more colorful and appealing. It's not just plain. You understand? That's where shapes come. So if you use shapes that structure and guide eyes through the design. I also say use stickers and other decorative elements to add a personal touch, depending on what you're trying to achieve. Then also use shapes. Okay, I think I have this repetition here. So that's the major those are the major tips. Like I said, this slide will be available after um this session for anyone who needs it. So yeah, that is how to use elements. This is how to use stock photos, pictures, and coming towards the end, we're talking about complementary apps. Yes, so like I said earlier, not all softwares have the capacity to do everything that I might want to do for maybe a particular design. There's some softwares like now, like some graphic design software that might not be able to edit photos or to edit videos or to remove backgrounds from stock images and stuff like that. So you have to outsource it to another app. Because as a graphic designer, you are basically going to work with several apps like myself. I think I use about three in creating a design, depending on the kind of design I'm working on. If I need to edit videos or I need to edit pictures, I use different apps separate from Canva. Although Canva can actually edit pictures and create videos, but then Canva is limited. There's some apps that are made specifically for those things. Yeah. So now, I think I'm going to, next slide shows, okay, like I said, complementary apps are apps that work well together and can be used to enhance the process, the design process. I said complementary apps help to streamline the design process and make it more efficient. I just said that. So now, when you're talking about photo, this is one of my recommendations. You don't have to stick with this diversity of apps, like I said, you can do your research. But for me, this is one of the personal apps I use for photo editing, for background removing, and for background editing. Yes, for example, if I have a stock image and I want to change maybe the background of the stock image is white, and I want to change maybe black or green or anything, or maybe an outdoor background. You can do all that in photo. Yeah, I can also edit the pictures and add shadows and the likes in photo. You can do so many editing. You can edit your photo, your pictures in so many ways. Yeah, it's actually very easy to use as well. The reason why I even put it up here because it's easy to use. It's straightforward. You don't even need a tutorial to go to be able to use the app. But if you still wanted to do, you can always go to YouTube to search. Yes, but I feel like we're going to have a class where we're going to do more designing, like per se, not just theory, more designing. Have a class soon, by God's grace. So we're not going to use it yet, but we're using it for some of our design to edit some pictures and all. Yes, so this is the app I use for picture editing, background removing, and background editing. Then for video editing and video creation, I use CapCut. Yes, CapCut is actually very good video editing tool. One of the things I like about CapCut is that it doesn't leave a watermark, because most of the video editing apps out there usually leave a watermark. Once you've downloaded it, it looks like a watermark or a logo of the app that you use to design it, but you are used to edit rather. But the CapCut doesn't leave that. It makes it your video look original. Yes, and it's actually very easy to use, easy to navigate, very easy workspace and interface for anybody. Anybody can actually use this. So yeah, those are some of the complementary apps, because sometimes you might need to create, like a content creator like myself, you might need to create short reels or videos, to edit videos, add subtitles and stuff. CapCut is your go-to app. Yes, so that's a free tip. Yes, so I think with that we've come to the end. Yes, come to the end. Oh, my battery is right on time. We come to the end of this session. If you've stayed till now, thank you so much. I hope you've been able to learn one or two things. And I think I'll be taking questions now. If there are any questions, I'll be taking questions now. In progress. I'm taking questions now. So if you have any question regarding anything we've spoken about thus far, you can just maybe drop it in the chat box, or you can unmute your mic and speak.
Thank you so much, Gbadebo, for that session. Because so the course, I don't know why you call it a course. It's like a course. Thank you so much. There's so much to learn and insight to. And I think this session will have to be shared so that people and also have access to it, because it was actually more like a beginner's course for me. So for my end, there are no questions. I think everything was actually well explained and self-explanatory and polished. For my end, there are no questions. So I will say that we look for a way to upload this online so that people can also have access to it. It was a good one. Thank you so much, sir, for me for this and for taking our time to go through the different points you have. Thank you, sir. So with that, you have, I believe I'm
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I think for the opportunity.
yes, with that, I believe I'm questions and other things. So we can just wrap it up. Yeah. So like I said, the link will be released. We find a way to upload it online. We find a way to upload it online like this upload so that others can have access to it. Thank you so much, sir, for the good one. To those who joined in for the points, thank you for those. Thank you so much. Facilitator, we say thank you for honoring our call and for doing justice to the topic itself. God bless you. All right, thank you. So with this, I believe we've come to the end of the meeting. We just of the online version, just drop the link. So if you would like to be part of this community, the trading community has a link where you can register your interest. It will be posted now, and this is also going to be released on our social media page. If you can do well to just, you know, can do well to just join register and we'll take it from there. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome back. We're wrapping up. So, like I was saying, we'll find a way to upload it back online. We'll find a way to upload it online, most likely YouTube, YouTube channel. so it's people will be able to have access to it. All right, thank you so much for joining us again. Let's enjoy the rest of our evening. So much to you.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir. Let's have a great week ahead.